Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again. Hope you're doing great. Today we're going to be doing a very short hop from Porto to Lisbon just to showcase and for me to get my first impressions on the A319 by FENIX that was just released. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. It always helps out the channel. Let's jump straight to the cockpit and get ready to go. So honestly, not much has changed in terms of cockpit layout. Of course, the 19 and the 20 are very similar aircraft, so I'm gonna spare you the trouble and just get this set up for the pushback so we can go ahead with the engine start and start noticing the differences on the handling of the whole thing. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're just a bit delayed. I think we're like 5 minutes delayed on the departure from what we filed on SimBrief, but that's fine for now. Also forgot our squawk, great. Okay. Let's go ahead and start engine number 2. Yo, I'm gonna go for the outside view just to hear it. There it goes. Hey, you really sound realistic. Can't wait to hear the roar. Okay, so engines are started. We got flaps 1 up 1. It's gonna be boop, boop, boop. And then up 0.1. APU can come off. Taxi lights, and we are ready to go. Brake max. I have the signal. Hello, my friend. Alrighty. Porto traffic, air taxi 1810 from position Sierra 35, taxi to holding point runway 35. Porto traffic. Okay. Bucket brakes off. Let's get going. So this is quite smaller than the A320 and a lot smaller than the 321, so it should feel a bit nimbler. It should feel shorter, and it kinda does. I didn't have to do a lot of thrust input to get it going. I completely closed the thrust levers and it still goes. So the inertia is quite okay. I'm using the tiller just to taxi very smoothly, and yeah, it does feel smooth on the ground. We'll go ahead and test the brakes just to see how smooth they are. Well, it would help if I had my brakes connected. That's why we check these things. I will do it here on the straight now. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and test the brakes. Okay, they work just fine. I wouldn't say they're smooth, but that's probably my fault. Okay, cabin is ready for departure. Okay. Announce our intentions again. Port traffic air taxi 1810 from Bravo, line up, takeoff runway 35, port traffic. Alrighty. Transponder. We got ERA and strobe lights as we're entering the active runway. Lights coming on. Go ahead and do a rolling takeoff. Nice. MSFS SRS, Auto Thrust Blue, Airspeed Live, $100 knots. No rudder inputs, now just a tiny bit to correct our course. Very, very smooth. Beautiful stuff. V1 rotates. Ah, beautiful. Very smooth rotation, positive rate, gear up. We'll continue on the Manic to Echo departure out of Porto. Gonna get ourselves to cruise and then possibly skip until the descent and landing phase, so the video doesn't get too long. Passing transition level, standard set, and that is it. Okay. We're now on the descent. Everything behaved normal up until now. The climb was smooth, the cruise was very short but smooth. Everything worked out just fine on the FMA. No issues whatsoever with the FMC. The only thing that I really missed was the top of the descent, but we're gonna fix that. We're gonna fix that on the way down. We're not too far off the profile anyways, so we should be able to recover it. In fact, you can see right here we're gonna recover the path just there, so we don't need to do anything whatsoever. We're gonna be doing the give me 1 second. We're gonna be doing the Shama 1 Alpha arrival onto runway 02 at Lisbon. Then again, we're on the IVAO network, so we're gonna have to communicate all that. But we are already set up. I already did the performance for the arrival. Here we go. Our minimum is gonna be 530 baro, which is 200 baro, 200 radio. And that's it. We're gonna be doing a flaps 3 landing Lisbon, so might as well set this up as well and turn on the seatbelt sign. So I'll see you on the approach. We are almost there, almost at Lisbon, and with this great wing view, might as well get the word in for our sponsors. If you're wondering how to get some quality head tracking solutions, go ahead and get the DelanClip Fusion Pro with a 6% off on the link on the description below. It is my go-to choice for head tracking. It's a lot cheaper than the Track AR and the Tow EI, so if you're on a budget, that's the choice for you. I'd also like to mention that we now have affiliate links for G2A and Gamivo, so if you're wondering where to get some cheap games and you want to go ahead and support the channel, you can go ahead and use the affiliate links there as well. That's it. Thank you for watching. And we're gonna call on the radio right now that we're gonna be direct PESX and intercepting ILS, so traffic taxi with direct PESX leaving flight level 70 for ILS 02. That is done on our part. We are now on the approach phase. We should be able to reach the runway after the guy departs. There's a guy that's pushing back from 7146, and we should be able to reach all of that before. We do have we had a 210 restriction, but we're gonna speed this up just a tiny bit. Ourselves ready. So far the aircraft is handling just perfect. It's working as it should be, and as the A320 was working. So there's no major differences. Maybe in the handling it just feels a bit lighter, especially on the rotate, than on the ground handling it felt lighter and shorter. It might just be a placebo effect, but it is what it is. So we'll see how it behaves on the actual landing, because that's what I'm most curious about. It shouldn't feel as heavy as a 320, and I'm guessing by that logic the A321 shouldn't feel as light as a 320. and we're gonna have to test that one in another video, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we're just reaching SX, less than 10 miles away. Turn on our landing system, get ready to intercept that ILS. Gonna double check the weather, make sure nothing major has changed. QNH 1015, 24, 3210, 10, yeah, it's more or less the same. Cloud, there was few clouds at 1500, now there's few clouds at 2000. So that's the only major difference here. Our missed approach procedure for runway 02 ILS is going to be climb straight ahead to flight level 60, contact Lisbon approach. So in this case, we're just going to intercept the glide slope, set the flight level 60 and forget about it. So QNH 1015 is set. Go ahead and activate the approach. And we're gonna keep our speed up. I don't want us to get too close. So we're gonna assume we had high speed approved for the approach on this one. Gonna keep it moving. Gonna maintain those 210 knots, even though we have a restriction on net fuel. We're just gonna assume that ATC gave us that opportunity. Just gonna keep punching it. So glide slope star, low star, glide star. Glide slope has been captured, so now we're going to be descending. We're going to reduce that speed and introduce flaps 1. Flaps 1.
Traffic airport to Valgon, Michael, taxi to holding point 02.
Okay, we got a guy taxiing to the holding point, so I'm going to call out that I'm on the ILS and established. Lisbon traffic, air taxi 110 established on ILS, runway 02, Lisbon traffic. Alrighty, let's get our landing lights on. Make sure the captain knows we're about to land. Get that gear down. Spoilers armed. This is gonna bleed most of the speed that we're getting here, hopefully. If that does not do the job, we'll just punch a bit of speed brakes. No, we're losing it. We're losing the speed. The gear did the job. Very close to flaps 2 limit. Just a tiny bit, just to be comfortable here. Just one more. And flaps 2. Nice. Right on the money. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. Okay, and finally flaps 3, and we are set. So just to confirm, ground spoilers are armed, flaps are set to 3, landing lights are on, seatbelt sights on, cap checked, landing memo no blue, and we are good. So let's get a feel for the aircraft. Let's go ahead and disconnect the autopilot, my controls. Press that button again, get rid of warning, call the flight director. All the way down. Looking good so far. Check, stabilized. Missed approach altitude was 60, so we'll go ahead and input that. I'm gonna call out that we're on short final. Just for those guys that were taxiing. Lisbon traffic air taxi 110 short final runway 02. Yeah, it does feel light. Feels quite light. Okay, we're a bit too high on the glide slope. We'll go ahead and correct that. And is easily corrected. Easily corrected. Okay. Looking good so far. Okay, land. Looking outside. Looking outside.
Minimum.
There's the traffic waiting for us. Continue.
100.
Okay.
Light
50,
slow.
40, 30, 20. Retard.
Close the thrust
Drive.
levels. And not very smooth at all. But it will do. Spoilers, reverse green, and we're decelling quite nicely. Not the smoothest of landings, I must admit. Was a bit of a bump, but it'll do. It'll do. Go ahead. Okay. Manual braking. Okay, next right. Call it out. So traffic air taxi 110 runway 02 vacated. Okay, landing lights coming off clearly. Use the taxi light strobes back to auto. And so parking done. Thank you. Go ahead and cut off the engine. So APU is still not available. We'll just wait on that real quick before we shut down the engine. There we go. Good timing. Here we are, parked at gate 124 after a short hop from Porto to Lisbon. To sum up all of the ideas regarding this add-on, well, it's really simple. FENIX had a great product with the 320. Obviously the 319 and hopefully the 321 are not going to be much of a change. They were, well, the base is already great. The price is what it is. You're really getting about £7.50 for each variant, so that's not too bad. And I'm really happy supporting FENIX because they're really new on the market and they're really hitting the spot with the add-ons. Regarding the 319, it just feels like a shorter variant of the 20. It feels lighter when you're flying it. The sounds have been improved, but I guess across the whole family. The handling has been improved across the whole family. I did feel on the flare a bit of a difference. Maybe it's just because the whole ground effect thing was redone and I am not used to it, but it felt lighter. It felt easier to give inputs to the airplane. So to sum it all up, the 19 is definitely a must. Well, the 19 and the 21 package, of course, but the 19 is a must if you're looking to expand your 320 family fleet, especially if you're flying for virtual airlines that have these fleets. So it's really important to get that if you want to be flying those routes. And that's it. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget the like button and subscribe. Comment on the video below with your opinions regarding the expansion. And until the next one, safe flights to everyone. See ya!